How far are you willing to go to get the answers you're looking for? Well, we went homeless for 5 days to get the answers that we were looking for.
This is the hashtag Go Homeless Challenge, a mile in their shoes.
We made it through our first night. I can tell you there's a few things that are really come to my mind. Number one, how cold it is. Like, I had no idea that it would get this chilly at night in the summertime. Like, you realize it gets cooler in the evening, but you just don't know how much colder until you're laying there, kind of shivering and trying to, get to sleep. But the other part is, like, I don't know. I didn't sleep good. I don't know about you, John. I could not. Maybe 10, 15 minutes max at a time.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is something that people who are homeless experience all the time. Maybe I've never been exposed to it. About how loud cars are.
Yeah. Especially the obnoxiously loud cars.
It's like, wow, that car is so loud. Like, you could hear it coming and going for, like, it's almost like a mile. But you're just like, these cars are so loud, it's really hard to sleep because we're right by the highway.
Yeah.
And so we didn't get much sleep. But then, like, every few minutes I'd wake up and I'd sit up and I'd look out the little window because I kept hearing noises. And then people, like, branches. I was like, somebody's walking. And then we heard a woman screaming. And I sat right up and I got my pocket knife out and I slept like this right here for the rest of the time with my pocket knife in my hand. But this is not. We haven't been tracking any fun yet. I haven't had fun. This is not fun. If you're out there and you're watching this, I want you to know this is far worse than even what I could have imagined. The only win right now that we've had is that we did get food last night.
Yeah.
Thank God. He provided for that. And this nice water and the sound that it's making. So it's very peaceful. If we didn't have this water, those cars would have sounded much louder.
Yeah.
Night one, scared, worried, not knowing what's going to happen, but we made it through. Praise God. Amen. So now we're on for our adventure for today. I do want to try to hit this. The soup kitchen is what Saul called it.
Yeah.
He showed us around to some spots where him and his friend hang out, and he's like, if you come down here and you don't cause trouble, I'll show you some spots. And I was like, we're not trying to cause trouble, but he did talk about a soup kitchen that's open from like 11 to 12. So I think we're going to try to see if maybe we could venture out. Maybe we could find the soup kitchen and maybe get a free meal. Rocks are very jagged, uneven. They move when you walk on them. The last thing you need is to get hurt out here.
Yeah.
It's only one section.
It's not even the hard part yet.
Hurt, bro. Oh my God.
So what just happened? We just came up here And he stepped off, and this
I was
thing-
just talking about how dangerous this stuff is.
this thing-
And all of a sudden, I feel this piercing in the bottom of my foot. And I don't know what this is, but that thing was stuck in my foot, went through my shoe. Holy cow, like that's scary. Like I'm having like a bad feeling. This ain't good. Lord, please help take care of my foot. Things hurting now. So we just met a guy who's homeless, and he, you know, somebody had given me and John an emergency card with some money on it, and we decided. This guy said, I said, "Are you okay? How you doing? Are you homeless?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, he's like, "I'm hungry," and so we used that emergency card to get him some food. And while we were talking to him, we were telling him, "Listen, we've been out here for a couple of days. What do we need to know? And what's the hardest thing?" He was like, one of the hardest things is people taking your stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And then the other thing is the weather.
Yeah.
It's like it can rain, it can mess up your stuff. Walking to a soup kitchen that we were told was down this location. We've been walking for a couple miles. Hopefully we'll find it. And if not, there's another place that we just left. They said they're serving food at 3. So we've tried to find a place where we could work and earn money. We've talked to a few people. They're like, we don't know. So we're either gonna try to get some food today, try to earn some money today, which the earning money, we still got our $5.50, so that's about it. And so we're trying to get free food because obviously $5 isn't gonna go very far. No matter if you're at Walmart, a grocery store, or even at a restaurant. And so we're hiking. We're gonna see where this trail takes us today, and maybe it'll lead us to some food.
Where are we at?
So we made it to Lenore Soup Kitchen, and we're gonna see if they have anybody here, and maybe we can get some food.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sounds good.
You ready?
Good.
One of the saddest things I ever heard, remember we went to the soup kitchen, and one of the things that we did was we either asked questions of homeless people to get information, or we kept our mouth shut, because you can get a lot of information just listening. And I overheard a lady who worked, she worked 40 hours a week. She lived in her car. She came to, on her lunch break, listen to this. She went on her lunch break to the soup kitchen because she had no money. But she's working a job. And when she got paid Friday, I heard her say, "I got to go and fix my car. It's going to take my entire check just to fix the problems with my car so I could get back and forth to work." Oh, and then she said, "And I'm so tired because I got woke up in the middle of the night because a police officer woke me up while I was sleeping in my car and told me I had to move. And so I spent half the night driving around looking for another place to park where I could sleep in peace." And we're complaining because somebody unfriends us online. You know what I'm saying? There's families that are homeless, children that are homeless, elderly are going homeless at a higher rate than ever before. Since this documentary has come out, the news people are sharing stuff with me. I've been on a couple podcasts. They're all giving me information about how bad it really is, and you don't hardly hear about it.
We just ate at a soup kitchen for the first time ever, and it was very humbling just to walk in, you know. But it's so cool to be able to have a place that people can go get food.
Yeah.
And we always are running into people, and I want to say that they're very kind. They've always been real kind to us.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll show you a place y'all can stay for a while. I'll show you where you can hang out and chill for a little while. I'll show you where to get food. And so we keep running into the same people at these places. So what I'm seeing is that the homeless community, like John, we're seeing they stick together.
Yeah.
And they got their stuff together. Like this, there's people in this community that they care about the less fortunate.
Yeah.
And like I'm impressed. Like we walked probably 4 miles to get here. But
we ran into Saul. We ran into
Yeah.
Saul. We saw Saul again.
Saul was there getting
He was
something
looking
to
a lot
eat.
more chippy
He was.
today.
He was. When you're out here,
Yeah.
like your bag, what you have, everybody says, don't leave it. Take care of your stuff.
Sleep with your bag.
Sleep with your bag. If you go from one place to another, make sure you have your stuff. Because this is everything that you have in a backpack, and almost everybody has one. That's their life.
Mm-hmm.
But I am grateful for these organizations. Lenore Soup Kitchen,
Yeah.
I am grateful for them.
It's pretty wild.
And we saw families coming in there. You know, statistics are that like the increase of families going homeless is much, much more every year. People aren't going homeless by themselves. They're going homeless with a wife or a husband, and with maybe even small kids.
Yeah.
And so we saw all kind of people in there.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, like, every race, every color,
Every walk of life. Yeah.
every walk of life is there.
Yeah.
You know, homelessness and the lack of affordable housing, unemployment, poverty, those are the top 3 reasons why people are homeless. Some people have drug issues, some people, we do see that and we know that, but majority of people can't afford where they live. And the guy was telling us today that we just met,
Yeah.
he's like, as soon as you save up some money and maybe think you could get a place, something comes and gets the money, takes it. Another problem,
One
another
step
thing
forward,
happens.
2 steps backwards.
That's exactly what he said.
Watch where you're walking.
Wow. So this is a house that the guy told us. That.
I don't know if I want to chill here.
Look at this. Look at the needles, bro.
Where?
Right there. See the needles?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is a drug house.
I ain't trying to hang out here. Nope.
Dude.
That was a good eye. I didn't even see
The
this.
floor's gone. Look, the wall's just suspended.
Wow. That's pretty wild.
Yeah. It's the old.
They painted the ceiling.
It's plywood. See the plywood?
Yeah.
Yeah, they painted plywood. It's warming up to the point where I feel like I have a layer of grime that I want to wash off. And the bad part is I don't have anywhere to go. You know, we don't have anywhere to access to get a shower.
Yeah.
So, you know, these basic simple things, food, showers, fresh, clean clothes, all that stuff, you know, I take for granted every day.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if it wasn't for some generous people, we would have completely starved out there.
Yes.
There was a lady at the muffler shop that we went and asked if there was work we could do. I wash cars. I know how to do that. I can
Clean up, sweep
Clean
the
up,
toilet,
yeah.
you know, clean the toilets, whatever. Yeah.
That's right. And so they told us, no, they don't need help.
Yeah.
And we politely said, we understand. And so we left. But on the way out, she come running out, and she waved us down, and she said, my husband just got back to work from a surgery.
Yeah.
And
Been
but
out for a really long time.
yeah, he said he was actually, you know, struggling in some different areas, and so he had just got back to work from some health stuff, but he had gave her $20 and said, please just go give this to them.
What did she say about that? His act of generosity. How,
She said he does not normally do stuff like this. And so we stopped, we thanked them, and thoroughly thanked God.
Yeah.
About 5 minutes ago, we just had a woman give us $20
Yeah.
after they declined Pastor Shannon's request for work. She come running out and hollering at us,
Yeah.
and ended up giving us $20. Told us her story, a bit of her story, a bit of her husband's health story. Just a whole bunch of stuff, man. I think I'm speechless. I mean, I don't know. I feel
He
weird.
was talking about how he just got out of having a surgery, and they'd only been back a week to work.
Yeah.
and he was a little hesitant about having anybody on his property, but which I understand. But he did come out and tell her to bring us $20. So
Yeah.
praise God.
I thought that was
Praise
really
God for
awesome.
them.
Yeah.
We walked a few miles. I don't know. What do you say? About 3?
Yeah, probably about 3 miles to get to this Walmart.
And
You said it was a lot closer.
I just said there was a Walmart up here. I
Down
didn't
the
know
road.
how close or far. It's different when you're judging things in a vehicle versus walking.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see if we can get some supplies with the resources that we've been given.
Let's do it.
All right, so John and I went to the Walmart. We had $25.50, and we got 2 throws for the cold. We got some crackers, Great Value brand. We've got some pineapples. John wanted a pineapple. I don't know how we're gonna eat those, but we're gonna get creative and figure that out. We got bananas.
3 bananas.
3 bananas and 0 sugar root beer.
That's for our treat later tonight.
So we've been drinking water, so we would like something with a little flavor. But we've spent a total of $14.23. So we'll count up in just a little bit and let you know. But we got a little over $10
yeah,
left.
about 11, 10, 11.
Yeah,
bucks.
so we're trying to make it stretch, you know, make it go as far as possible. Every penny counts, and that's all you got.
That's right.
It's a pretty busy thoroughfare. One thing that's come to our mind and our attention is that one wrong move by a car and a driver, you're walking up and down the road, you have a sidewalk or not. You know, they make a wrong move.
Texting on a phone.
Texting
something.
and driving, or you step off a curb accidentally, you're done. You know, it just small things like walking to Walmart and back, the 6 mile round trip, you're literally putting your life in danger every single time. You don't have a bubble wrap of even another vehicle.
Yeah.
So this is pretty dangerous. And we're coming across like all kind of stuff that we never thought of before until you're right in the middle of it. And this is one of those. There's something that came up while we're down here and we're talking with these homeless people, that when counties, I never knew this, but when counties start having too many problems, like too much trash, too much stuff, too many homeless people, that they actually buy tickets for them and they'll put them on a bus or get them a lift and they'll send them to another county. And so there's this perpetual back and forth between several counties. I'm not quite familiar with this area, but one of the locals said, yeah, that this happens very frequently. And so the question comes up, how much money is being spent on pushing people out, getting them out of a community? Now, if you don't trash the place and you respect it, you know, then they don't have a problem. But the problem is that what I'm hearing is that with the homeless community comes excessive trash. And so there has to be an answer. There's got to be a solution to all of these problems, especially affordable housing and people that actually want to get off the streets. And so we're going to have to check more into that about this busing back and forth. But this has got to be, there's got to be a better solution than that. It's crazy. The smallest things become the biggest deal out here. I wouldn't think twice about this at home, you know, but out here, we just walked 6 miles.
Yeah.
It's a big deal, you know.
Mobility is everything.
Yeah, and I'm tired, my feet hurt, like literally, like I don't know how people do this every single day. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's so much. What about you, John? How do you feel?
It's not my feet, it's my knees. My knees are hurting.
Your knees are hurting?
More than anything, yeah. But we do have drinks Hopefully getting cooled off.
That's our homemade
Cooler.
refrigerator.
Yeah.
You got to make do with what you got.
Yeah.
You know, we went to the store, we're looking for items, and every time I stop and think about something to get, John, we got to remember.
Yeah.
We don't have a fridge. We don't have no way to keep things cold. We don't have a shelf. We don't have a clean prep surface. Everything changes when you're out here.
I'm just excited about that blanket.
That blanket's gonna be nice. But hopefully, I don't know, it was pretty cold last night.
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't get much colder. We gotta figure out what we're gonna do, John. We're gonna stay, we're gonna try to move to another spot. We wanna go to another town. What are you thinking?
I think we stay here for tonight. I mean, if we want to find a new place, I think we should definitely do it earlier in the day when it's not, you know, I don't even know what time it is. I think it's probably about 4:30, 5 o'clock, just based on the sun position. But yeah. What do you think?
I'm not hating this spot. I'm not hating it, but I didn't know if we wanted to venture and go somewhere different. We're gonna eat. We're gonna have dinner here in a little bit. Pineapple, crackers, and bananas.
And root beer. Diet root beer.
Diet root beer. That walk just took it out of me.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was a combination of the heat and the walking and the backpack and the sweating, but yeah, I'm not prepared to just like go all day.
Yeah.
Like we came back to the camp, we had to take a break.
Yeah.
We had to. And so I drug this thing out, laid on it. Maybe we'll play some cards.
There you go.
A little bit.
There you go.
Pass the time. We got Uno. We'll do some Uno. That'll be good.
Yeah.
I'm ready to dive in though to those drinks. I think we're having a very, very successful go so far.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're lacking in some the basic survival skills. We're not used to them, but we're picking them up as we go. And the homeless community here, they really look out for each other. That's what I do know.
Yeah.
They are very tight. When we were eating at the soup kitchen, they all knew each other's name. They were walking across the room talking to each other. But it's really sad because we looked over and we saw a family in there. And they had a daughter, is 11, 12 years old. That's tragic. Well, we had to go buy some cups for ice. I didn't know that you had to buy a cup for ice, but we had to buy cups and ice.
Apparently at McDonald's you do now, so.
Yeah. So we're getting ready to fill up our drinks with our stuff. We're getting ready to have our dinner tonight.
I'm kind of looking forward to the crackers.
Crackers.
We got some naturally flavored, buttery rounds, baked crackers.
I don't know what we're thinking, but
some pineapples.
Tried to get John to splurge on some ice cream, like just a cone or something.
Just the cone itself.
Yeah, and
they'd probably charge us for just a cone.
He was just like, no, I don't want no ice cream.
You know their ice cream machine never works.
But he actually has been talking about ice cream this whole time.
I have.
Just so you know.
I have. There you go.
Yeah, put them in. They're crawling, John. Hey, if they float down, I'm gonna make you jump in. Surviving like the homeless. Good.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
Hey, that was a winner idea, man.
That was good stuff.
Winner idea.
Good stuff. So I got some chopsticks because they didn't give us forks because they were going to charge us extra for the forks. So I got some chopsticks. There you go. Pull that bad boy out.
All right, so we got our cups from McDonald's. Uh-oh. This is the bad part. Everything gets dirty. Fruit. All right.
There you go.
John, I'll serve you first,
Boom.
buddy.
Look at that. It's like the perfect size too.
Look at that. And you're gonna get some juice, man.
Oh yeah, that's that good stuff.
All right.
That juice smells so good.
Oh, it does smell good. It's sweet. That's money. That's money. If I'm eating fruit and it's sweet, this is money.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh man, that is so good. All right, bye.
Oh, I'm tasting it. My mouth is watery. Why is my mouth watery from watching you eat a pineapple?
'Cause
Y'all
we
just
ha-
don't understand.
We haven't ate for hours, John.
Y'all just don't understand. It's just something about not having immediate access at demand food, right?
It messes with you.
It does.
It's a difference between saying, like maybe it's say I don't want to eat. Let's say I don't want to eat.
I might as well just watch you eat like the juiciest steak like ever.
First reaction.
Woo! Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
I could just drink that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's good stuff. That tastes great.
Best thing ever. This was a good pick. I don't know why we picked pineapples, but this was a good pick.
If you want to know why we picked pineapple, because it was one of the only fruit jars that had a pop top on it.
It was cheap. You paid like what, $2 for that?
It was $1.80 for that. So I say we go in for some more. Or do you want to get some crackers and bananas first? I'm in, man. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, buddy.
Look at this. I want y'all to see this. Look at the sun over here. Shining on the water. You know what? This has been some of the nicest moments right here.
Yeah, just hanging out here.
Yeah, right here by this water. If there's any redeeming part of this trip and being homeless for 5 days, it's being able to hear this water and just let it be a calming force. It's been nice.
Thank you, a cracker.
I'll take 2, sir.
Why are we doing taste tests with crackers?
Well, cause we're really hungry. Ready?
Cheers to that.
Dink.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. That's so buttery.
Good substance for that.
The only thing I'd want to add to this, John, I promise, some cheese and maybe a little bit of turkey or something, and do like a Lunchable type snack. I've never been so happy in my life to eat fruit.
Well, we're gonna enjoy this pineapples and crackers and
By the creek.
bananas by the creek. This ain't bad. And root beer. What more could you want, right?
Hey,
This ain't half bad.
we're making the best out of the situation.
Yes, 100%.
And we appreciate the people that gave us money. We
Oh
had
my
we
gosh,
had
yeah.
donation of $5. We had from George, a woman named Angie, and her husband gave us $20.
Yeah.
We got 50 cents from Aldi. So if it hadn't been for the kindness and generosity of somebody, we wouldn't be eating this right now.
Yeah.
So, we thank them, but most importantly, we thank God because we've actually been praying and asking God to provide all of our needs.
Right. Right.
Something as simple as food. When you just go get it when you want at will.
On demand, it's totally different what we're experiencing right now.
Yeah.
Because we're at the mercy of other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we have to walk. Like, how long would you say it took us to get to Walmart? Like
it was
45?
It was a 3-mile trek one way. I know.
It's like 45 minutes or an hour there, 45 minutes, an hour back.
Yeah, it was tough.
Hot.
So it just wears you out.
Yeah.
It changes your perspective on everything.
Like, we had to stop at Subway to get a cup of water because of how hot it was. Like,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're maneuvering. We're trying to figure this out as we go, and we're trying to make the best of it. But I can tell you, everything's unpredictable so far.
yeah.
You don't know what tomorrow, we're like, what's the weather going to be like? Because some clouds came over
And you know, if it rains, this creek's going to rise, and it can wash our stuff away.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get a plan of what we're going to do just in case. So
Yeah.
it's not fun, but I can tell you that
It is what you make out of it.
you got to
right?
make it the
Yeah,
best, right?
yeah.
You're just making it the best.
I'm gonna kick his butt in some Uno later, so.
Well, I mean, I'm the Uno champ. I mean, I got that title because they gave me the title. I didn't earn it. But I do my best at
Y'all
Uno.
hear
so
this? Y'all hear this right now, right?
I do my best at Uno, I can tell you. Yeah, but we'll show you how much that I won in a little bit
Yeah.
on Uno.
We'll see about that.
We're gonna go find a spot to build our own shelter.
Yeah.
So that's one of our goals when we came out here, is to find a place, maybe build our own shelter. Out of what? We don't know. Maybe cardboard, maybe we can find some cardboard, maybe we can find some tarps, I don't know. Maybe it's sticks and trees and whatnot. But we're about to find out if we can even do it. Here's a purse. Obviously there's been some homeless people out here. And this is their stuff. Yarn. What is it, rocks? Is that rocks? Is that a bag of rocks?
Looks like a bag of rocks, yeah.
It's a bag of rocks.
Literally.
Hey, yeah. What's this? Oh man. Box of cereal underneath some clothes. This is unfortunate because unless somebody comes out here and cleans this up, this is just gonna be here.
Yeah.
Hey, does this bike work?
Let's see. Those tires flat. Oh man, they're a little pudgy, but you can probably ride that thing.
Bro,
That's a good working bike.
we got us a bike, man.
It's a good working bike.
And we found us a bike.
Just need some handlebars so I can ride on it. Some foot pegs on the back.
Get some pegs, man. Bro.
It looks like several speed. Isn't that
Yeah.
what these are? Is different speeds?
Yeah, it looks like it's pretty rusty.
Oh,
I don't know if it'll change. That front
Some of
tire is
this-
different than the back, but
yeah.
I wonder if we could pawn it.
How much do you think we could get?
$5.
It's pretty wild.
Somebody just left a bike in the woods, man. You know
I
what?
may come back for that.
Yeah, I think we might have us a bike now. Just
Some booty shorts.
what do you just take your clothes off and just throw them in the woods? I don't.
Bro, this is a bath basket. They got Pantene in there, some lotions.
Think they took bath down?
Maybe.
Yeah, we're gonna attempt to do some sort of lean-to. I don't know. We've never done this, so it's gonna be interesting. So we're gonna try to cut this tree down here, and I'm thinking it'll wedge in between here and maybe up there. And if we can get that, maybe we can create some kind of a small shelter where maybe 1 or 2 people could get in. That is the goal. So here we go. Let's at least get started today. I don't know if we're going to get finished, but at least we can maybe get one step done.
Yeah.
Well, we did a lot today. We woke up and we had a couple goals. We needed to find some food. We did that. But it was kind of interesting because we had heard the day before on day 1 about a soup kitchen.
Yeah.
So we made it to the soup kitchen, which is a few miles that way.
Yeah.
And so we got to eat some food, and you know, it was the food was okay,
Yeah.
and we were, you know,
Hot meal.
yeah, it was really good. They were very nice to us. I was very shocked at how nice the people were
Yeah.
to us and I want to give them the name as a shout out because it's Lenore Soup Kitchen. And so we were trying to hit this other place called Yoke Fellow because they have food that they give away also.
But John wanted to go to Walmart. No, it's probably my idea to go to Walmart, and I told John it was right up the road. But in a car, it's right up the road.
Yeah.
I forget that it takes so long just to go anywhere and do anything when you're on foot. So it took, I bet you we walked 8-9 miles today,
Yeah,
John.
it was wild.
And so we got some food, as you saw. We had a very, nice little, very simple dinner. And so that was the only 2 times we ate today. But we did start a shelter. We had a project that we wanted to try to build some type of shelter homemade. So we did start that shelter. Now, I promise you, I have no idea what that shelter is going to look like. And if it's going to actually be like rain and weatherproof, I don't believe it. There's not a lot of vegetation to like weave into it to keep yourself dry. So we're going to do our best. So we've ate at a food shelter, at a soup kitchen. That was a first for me. We did walk and go.
Several people for work today too.
Yeah, we tried to get some work today. Actually talk to people and say, hey, we want to work. We're not asking for money. And we got rejected several times. But one came back and did bless us.
Yeah.
And that was amazing. So we're just trucking along. We had a long day, and it's about 9 o'clock right now, and it is super, super dark out here.
Yeah, just to give you guys.
Yeah, it's really hard to see out here. The only thing that's shining is the golden arches across up in the sky. I don't know if you can see the golden arches up there.
I see them.
That's the only thing shining that we can see out here. So we've been thinking about stuff to do for homeless people, and so we had an idea today, and the idea is this: that you pay people who are homeless. The government can set up a project to pay people to pick up trash, whether that's recyclables, plastics, whatnot, anything. And it's an incentive to stay clean and to keep things clean. And obviously you'll have people that'll say they wouldn't want to participate. But I can tell you, if there was some wages in there and people could live, I want you to know there would probably be a pathway to help people get out of living on the streets. So we got some ideas we're kicking around. But really, I want you to know the real reason why we're out here in the wilderness, on the edge of town, living like this is because we want to walk in the shoes of a homeless person. We've never done that. And we want to bring awareness to you and the whole world about the problems that are happening in America. Homelessness is on the rise, and it's a big problem. And so we know that $20 billion can end homelessness. However, they don't care. I don't think politicians care enough about the problem. So we got to figure out a way to wake people up. And so all of this is to give us an experience on what it feels like to be homeless and bring awareness for it. Because it's about getting people out of the situation. And so I believe God's going to inspire us and help us through this. And I think we can come out with maybe some solutions to really help people in this situation.
Have we had a shower today?
No. Day 2, no shower. I'm starting to feel yucky.
Yeah.
We did get some wipes, and as my mom would say, we took a whore bath, is what she'd call it. I don't know what people call it today, but it's kind of just wiping down and cleaning up a little bit. So I feel grimy. I don't know how John feels, but I feel like there's a layer of filth on me that I need to get off. So one day this week, we're going to explore and see what we can do about getting a shower. We need a shower. So God willing, we're going to get one.
How's your foot feeling?
Thank God my foot is feeling better. The nail that went in my foot, it only pierced the skin just a little bit. So thank God the blood has it's stopped bleeding, and now it looks like it's maybe on its way to healing. The Band-Aid's in place. No pain, thank God, but it was hurting for a good while. And but something that I'm really not used to is all this walking.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with my body, but my body's telling me this is way more than I anticipated. So I I probably should have been walking or doing something before we got out here, but I have no idea. You know, John and I didn't know what to expect, but this is way harder than we thought.
We want to thank you for watching, and we want to encourage you to click the link to watch the next installment of this 5-day documentary.
Yeah. So, Pastor Shannon, what can somebody do that wants to get involved, wants to help, wants to give back?
Okay, so we don't want you to just watch a documentary. We want you to get involved yourself.
We want you to be empowered to do so.
That's right. So we've got a few different ways we want to challenge you. One, there's a link in the description for you to make a donation. All the donations will go directly to help feeding or blessing some type of food program or homeless program.
Yeah.
You can also buy a shirt. Each shirt sold will feed 5 homeless people.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. What about the third option?
Okay, you can have your own fundraiser with your church or small group, anything you want to do to raise funds and make a donation to your local homeless shelter or homeless ministry. But most of all, John, we want to challenge every person that will to go on a 48-hour minimum homeless challenge themselves. That's right. Go homeless yourself for 48 hours and live the life without the outside help of the world, and live that life yourself. It will change your perspective.
Yeah, it definitely has changed mine, and I'm sure it has as well for you. It was probably the single hardest thing that I've ever done in my life. So it's one thing to watch 2 guys do it, but until you experience it for yourself, this is why we are doing the 48-hour Going Homeless Challenge. And so what we want you guys to do is we want you to send in pictures of videos or anything using the hashtag Go Homeless Challenge on Facebook, and we'll be happy to share it.
That's right. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, tag it with Go Homeless Challenge, because we want to click on it and we want to see all of the awareness that's being raised up just because we need to bring light to this problem here in America.
Yeah, it's definitely not an issue you can just throw a ton of money at, right?
That's right.
There's got to be a lot of care that goes into this.
The Bible says in the book of Proverbs, he that gives to the poor lends to the Lord, and God will repay him.
That's right.
So we pray that God will convict you, help you, and get you off the couch and on your feet to go do something to bless somebody that's less fortunate than you are. You just watched the Mile in Their Shoes documentary.
Hashtag Go Homeless Challenge.